Hello and welcome back to another Omniheroes video. In this video, we are just going to blitz through. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, I've been on holiday, so I've not really had time to record much of this hell difficulty, and as well, there is also the extreme and apex difficulty left to jump into as well. So I am just going to blitz through. What I will do is I'll stop on the bosses, so I'm going to stop on hell 50, 75, and 100 just to go through any tactics that I might be able to discuss. But as it stands, I'm just going to build some very, very strong teams, and we'll just witness, what it is that are the units that you do require in order to pass through. So bear with me. Okay, so these are the teams that I'm going to be using to get through Hell difficulty. It is Gaia down in the bottom. Gaia can be switched out for Mulan if you do not have a copy. Same as Eudora if you don't have a copy of Eudora or she's not up to scratch. I would suggest popping Mulan in this position here. You've got Dahlia on the front row to swap with Hela to give us massive damage boosts, and also Elisha here to give us attack and HP up as well. With regards to relics, you can switch this one out. Where have we got to? It was supposed to be you, and then we will go with you as well. Hand of Tyr. You can also go with any of these other relics as well, as long as it's a chrono relic. But you are really doing as much damage in that first round as possible. Now, second team gone for Leviathan and Pandora, Victoria, Atrops, and Ophelia as well, just for the additional attack. And we've gone for Flame Banner, Kunasagi, and the Dragon Blood Roar as well for the additional attack increase. So let's go ahead and see just how well these teams do. Hela has really impressed me after 8 stars. She was really, really spot on. I do have her up to 9 stars currently because I feel as though that is where you need to be up to with that additional 60%. But every time one of our units, I believe, takes action or does damage, they will increase their attack by 1,000,000 plus 10%, which is no small feat as well. Not using Odin in this particular build just because I don't have her at the correct star level, I would say. She is 9 stars, I believe, for me, but looks like Hela is doing a good enough job as is anyway, and the basic attacks are more than enough to beat these guys. So now that we've witnessed the devastation of that team, let's jump into this second team and just show off how this one works. It does play into having Victoria. Victoria does increase the attack and defense of the overall of all of the team. Pandora builds up, Leviathan reflects attack back. Ophelia is here to increase crit and also for sanctuary purposes as well. And Atrops is here for the damage boost. Now, as you can see, we do have members of the, where have you got to? The Thunder as well. So after allied hero deals damage, they inflict an additional 10%, which is why we see that damage going through after the fact, even though we do not have Splash Axe on here. We probably could do, and it would just speed up the run, but it doesn't seem like we need it. It is just 1 hit per enemy, so it is what it is. Now, we will be jumping through. I'm just going to go ahead and skip all of these up to Hell 50. So again, if you are having difficulty with any of these missions, what I would suggest is you jump into the Discord, and then once you've jumped into the Discord, just have a go in there as well. Or just post your teams in the lineup help, and you should be able to pass straight through with very little difficulty, as long as you are posting the correct information. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause and then we'll jump into Hell 50. Okay, so we jumped into Hell 50, didn't take too long to get through, but what we will need to do is build some specific teams and use some specific items to beat these bosses as quickly as possible. So I'm going to jump in. If you bear with me, I'll build the teams and then I'll go through why I've built said teams. Okay, so we are back here and I've built my teams, and as you can see I've just done a bit of a switch around from Team 1 and Team 2. So Team 1 is, we're going to use Leviathan. Leviathan will take down the Firelink Guardian, and then that will allow Pandora to only have one target left, and that will be the Firelink Priest. The reason that Leviathan is able to take down these Firelink Guardians is they do 1 damage, but if we reflect that attack directly back to themselves, they don't actually, so they have about 15 or 16 HP, something like that. So use Leviathan. Leviathan reflects the attack directly back to them, and that is how they can take damage, by doing damage to themselves as well, or at least as far as I am aware. That is how it will work, and it will give Pandora the opportunity then to only attack the boss, and she won't attack any of the minions. Now, Rage Mushroom, slightly different. What we want to use is the counter-attack horn. This will result in very, very powerful, result in very, taking these guys down very, very quickly. And the reason for that is because every time we do a basic attack, they lose 1%, they lose 1 of their HP, and they attack multiple units. So potentially we can get all of their HP off in round 1. Standard relics, other than that, and standard artifacts for all of these teams as well. Now, if you don't have Victoria, I'd suggest popping Mulan in this spot as well. But again, it is all about Leviathan taking these guys down. We'll see that in just a second as well. No Dahlia, but if you do want to, you can change Ophelia out for Dahlia, if that is the case. It's just more along the lines of getting the reflect. So having having Leviathan reflect the damage back to this boss here, and it will take out the Guardians, no problem. Second team, we're looking for as many dodges as possible, so hopefully we can get our dodge rate up. I haven't included the dodge, I've gone for crit resistance. Probably should have gone for dodge, to be fair, but it is what it is. We should have more than enough dodge after a couple of rounds, having built up our Grace of Hunters, Grace of Shadow as well, with the energy gain from the front units. Pop Tiamat in here just because she's reasonably powerful. So here you go, as you can see, we do our 1 basic attack on these guys, and that will take them all out, taking off 40% of the boss's HP. If you are struggling to do damage to this guy, what I would suggest is just wait, effectively. You only need to do 20% of this boss's HP, and the reason for that is because in round 10 all the minions return, and then once all the minions have returned, they will in fact go straight down. Again, because of the dodge that you're going to do, and the basic attacks that you're going to hit back with, which means that they'll go down again. Boss will lose another 40% of his HP, total of 80%, which means 20% left over. I'm going to jump back in, get to 75, and then we'll take it from there. Here we go, so just beaten Hell 74, so we'll jump into Hell 75 and just see what we have. So looks like we can use the same tactics as before, and the reason for that is because when an enemy deals basic attacks, the boss loses 1% of its max HP. What it means is these spiders will lose 1 HP every time we do a basic attack, and we've got Stellar Guardian, same principle. Effectively, we're looking to get these Stellar Guardians down as quickly as possible using Leviathan's ability, and also what I needed to go in and change was this, take these 2 out. And then we will pop in dodge, and we will pop in attack up as well, just to give us a bit more of a damage boost. And what I will do as well, going to take out these, pop you in, and that should be fine. So we'll jump in to both, we'll watch both through, and we'll see the tactics play out as we should. Again, Leviathan is just pretty much key to any of these bosses that you want to go ahead and beat. I'd pick her up. It works at around 6 or 7 star, I believe it's 7 star that you need her up to. So pick her up in the Oracle shop, and it will greatly benefit you as well. Got the additional protection of the flame banner. We will do additional 20 to 30% damage when we do attack, but because we are reflecting the damage back to the enemies, or at least their attack directly back to these enemies, we can take them straight down and ignore the invincibility effect because it is their own attack that's doing the damage. It doesn't seem it can be prevented currently. So as you can see, we were able to, with our basic attacks, do enough damage to this boss to take him out. And it looks like Pandora is going to get an attack in here as well. We also get Leviathan because of our energy gain going up to 100. Looks like Leviathan was able to take him out in round 1. And then in this one, we are looking for as many dodges as possible. We have got the counter-attack horn and also the increased dodge rate for our team. And remember, the higher that our energy goes up, the more likely it is that we can dodge as well. So we get both of our relics to proc here. And then in round 2, I believe it will be, we'll get our final relic to proc, changing the cooldowns or removing the cooldowns of our ultimate and active skills as well. So should be very, very powerful indeed. We do get the boss's shield off, and the boss does lose 40% of their HP as well. Looks like our team doing enough damage here to take out this boss. 2,600 million on a basic. It seems to be more than enough. And again, Dahlia taken her out with a basic attack. Again, not too difficult. Looks like Elisha doing the most here, but really, it could have been done with just about anybody else. Right, bear with me. Let me just pause and we'll jump into Hell 100. And there we are. So we just finished off Hell 99 with great ease. It looks like we've got 2 different bosses, the Nightmare Oracle and the Vines. So loses 1 HP when performing a basic attack, increases damage reduction, and applies 3 stacks of Holy Shield on the boss. Attacks all enemies dealing 30%, lose 1 HP when performing a basic attack. So we can't really cheese this specifically with, well, we can with Leviathan, but we cannot with, where are we up to? We cannot with this team. We can't use the dodge mechanic. So let me go ahead, build a couple of teams. I'll do it as free-to-play friendly as possible, and then we'll take from there. Okay, so I've built these teams as free-to-play, like I said, as possible. And realistically, for these teams, you only need sort of a minimum of 6 to 7 stars. I would say for your DDs here, potentially Dahlia at higher star level and Elisha at higher star level, potentially 9 stars, or Dahlia at 9 stars, or both. You only need Ophelia at 6 stars, or technically 7 stars, but really 6 stars is where it's at. Pandora do need at 7 stars as well. Atrops could be any level, but the higher the better, typically. Now this team is going to focus on as much corrode and burn damage as possible, and I think I'm going to switch around Gaia and Karnak in this particular situation. The reason that I've included Karnak is because he's a fantastic include on just about every single team. The reason that I think that is primarily because of the healing factor that he gives for crit damage. Now we also have Elma in here for our defense. So if we have a look, we've got our Undying Shield in there for the back row to stay alive for as long as possible. And as you can see, we're doing as much damage as possible with Mulan and with Gaia. I'm popping Astrid directly across from the boss. The reason for that is because when Astrid does attack, she will attack the unit that's directly opposite her. So in the same position, and that would be position 4. We do have Gaia on the team to increase damage and damage reduction as well, and Mulan to apply that burn. We've got double attacks on this team with Soulbinding Lance. No reason for anybody not to have a couple of copies of Soulbinding Lance at this point, because it is available within the relic rebate chest as well. I do have the Python's Mirror for the revival effect, so just in case something weird does happen, we do have that revival effect, plus as well increases Elma's max HP by 75%, and we've got the final passive down here, affects 3 targets, so revival chance to 3 random surviving allies. We also have the Knight's Edge to increase attack. Didn't really go through it on the first team, but first team, these are the relics that I'm going to be running. Again, no legendary relics in here whatsoever. It is primarily focused on these 2. getting as many attacks in as possible. And then for the second team, again, it is about that Undying Shield, but also increasing the attack of Mistfires and increasing the duration of debuffs applied as well. Do have the applying Taunt because of Elma in here, but really doesn't actually affect things just because we don't the enemies have that unstoppable effect in here, so it may take a bit longer. As you can see, I'm not using Leviathan in these particular teams. She's relatively new. I'm using older units as much as I possibly can. Pandora I would consider a bit of an older unit now. It has been 2 or 3 seasons since her release. Dahlia, Atrops, people should be prioritizing from the Oracle shop, as well as Elisha. Really powerful units, and will get you through a lot of PvP. So in fact, it looks like they have reduced the enemy's HP pool here, and it looks like it's only going to be about 5 hits. So enemies need to do 5 basic attacks, which means 5 rounds before they go down. They will come back in round 10, it looks like, but it is what it is. We will go with the Blades of Chaos to apply additional Holy Shield protection, and we have gone with Chest as well. Chest is available within that Relic Rebate chest that you do get as well, so a very powerful tool. We are increasing our attack and HP every time we get a crit, and it looks like we are critting quite consistently as well. Getting Ophelia to respond with an ultimate attack because of the Grace of Shadows as well, which will in turn proc Pandora. She's going to do 5 ultimates here, but it is more about getting attack and HP up rather than anything else. So if you have a look at info here, boss still has, looks like 6 stacks of Holy Shield. Hopefully we should be able to get that off. Another tactic that you can use as well is using Splash Axe. I've not gone for it in particular for this team, but you can use Splash Axe, which will then damage the boss as well. Hold on one sec. So we do have the boss here. Sorry about that, somebody needed a wee. So not missed altogether too much, just around most of Pandora's basic attacks. We do get Atrops to proc here, and we do get Pandora to proc here as well. Again, we're more looking to build up as much attack and HP as possible over the course of the next couple of rounds, so that when the boss does lose all of this Holy Shield, we can go ahead and take him out as quickly as possible. We want to take him out before that round 10, but we do need to wait for a couple of rounds before these minions go down. So you can see they're at half health already, so it looks like by the time round 6 rolls round, these minions will go down themselves. The reduction in HP for these guys is much needed, I think, and primarily because this boss just has too many stacks of Holy Shield. As you can see, 17 at the moment. We'll do as much damage as we can. We'll try to do as much damage as we can anyway, and then we'll try and take off as many of these Holy Shields as possible. That is kind of the point of these relics here, or sorry, the accessories, is to allow us to do 3 to 4 ultimate attacks per round, or 3 to 4 attacks per round, hopefully hitting this boss as many times as we can. So as you can see, we have managed to keep the boss in check relatively. 11 stacks of Holy Shield left. Dahlia still hopefully going to do 3 attacks here and remove 3 more stacks of Holy Shield from this boss. Again, bit of a pain, to be honest. It's weird. Pandora, sometimes for me, she does attack the boss. Sometimes she doesn't. If she does attack the boss, it is a very quick run. But we are kind of just waiting on these Holy Shields to proc as well. Now, boss does retain even more Holy Shield, up to 20 stacks now. So again, it's looking to take these minions out as quickly as possible. Using Leviathan is a surefire way to do that. A very powerful tool is Leviathan, and to be fair, I think it's just going to be the quickest way. But again, try to build these as free-to-play friendly as possible. Leviathan instead of I would say Leviathan instead of Dahlia on this team. It just is what it is. Now we do get all of these attacks, all going to waste, unfortunately, but we do get the ultimates in here. And they should proc Pandora a couple more times, and then hopefully we'll see in the next round. So what I'm going to do, just going to pause because we don't really need to see any more of this. Just going to pause and I'll come straight back in once these minions have gone down. Here we go. So I think this is where these minions are going to start to go down. And as you can see, last minion to go down, and all of the boss's holy shields have been removed. So it looks like they had about 4 HP, so they just needed to do 4 attacks. And now our team is going to get in, got properly stuck in. Boss cannot have, well, didn't even need the rest of the team Pandora to get properly stuck in. That is how we would go ahead and get that sorted out. Now, Firelink Priest is going to be slightly different in that no Holy Shield is going to be applied to this guy. So what we need is for as much burn and as much corrode to be applied to this boss as possible. Karnak in here, again, just for the healing. As you can see, we're getting a lot of healing back from the Mystifier's synergy that we've got going on. Damage has been reduced by enemies, so we aren't likely to get taken out anytime soon. But just in case we are, looks like these guys also have 4 HP as well. So able to build up again, because we get those crits in. We are able to build up, and it looks like we are fully built up now. So as you can see, we are healing, but we're not increasing our attack, which just means that we've hit that cap for the Grace of Hunters now. So we are doing as much damage as possible right from the start of battle. So just makes it a lot easier for us to beat this guy. So we do get Gaia to do her ultimate here, taking a fair chunk of damage from this boss, and we get the double ultimate as well with thanks to the lance. So the soul binding lance here, and that is a triple from Gaia. That is not bad at all in round 1. Mulan here to apply loads of burn. We move into round 2, and the corrode damage again is just absolutely spot on for this boss. Really difficult to negate that. The Holy Shields kind of negates it, which is why I didn't go for a Mystifier's build in that one. And it looks like Elmer here to do what we need him to. He's just survive, basically. Gaia here should be able to take this boss down, absolutely no problem. Remember, every time Gaia takes an action, she will potentially, she's got 75% chance for me, but it can be up to 100% chance if you do have her legendary runes here. But I don't, and it's not required. Looks like this back row absolutely fine. Mulan to do technically the most, but not really. It's Gaia who has pulled us through, and that is Hell 100. So we will look to jump into extreme difficulty next. What I might do is test the waters of extreme difficulty. It looks like there's a boss every 5 stages, which is actually very cool. What I might do, just do the boss missions for extreme difficulty. Won't, unless the teams in between are super difficult, but we'll see. But we'll catch you in the next one. Hope it helped, and yeah, you have a great day.